Welcome to the Fine Tooth Comb podcast, midnight edition. On this, what is it? The 14th of January 2025. I want to talk about the Bad Bunny new album. I don't even know what it's called. Debi Tirar más Fotos. And today, or yesterday, I listened to the album at work like 5 times, dude. And I've seen some posts on like social media talking about like, oh, you see what Bad Bunny is doing for Puerto Rico and all that. Maybe I haven't seen the videos and all that. Um, but what had happened with like Bad Bunny, like he got famous and all that, and then like the last album was like I've listened to it like twice, and it's got a couple of songs. But this album, like the whole salsa, the instruments that he's using, the lyrics, like the beats, there's like futuristic and like the way that he's mixing within the song. Right now, like I understand. I think el club. Yo pensé que también el que ya había salido la canción, and I've heard it. But then, like with the whole album put together, you understand it better. And that's the whole thing of like releasing the singles. Um, there's it's giving you a taste. It's a trailer to the album and all that, like the single of the album. And sometimes there's 2 or 3, but the whole album is Latin. And that was the whole thing. Like with Bad Bunny, it's like very commercial, very corporate, pop, to each their own. Like there's nothing wrong with it and all that because we're all vibing to it at the club. And Bad Bunny has done it again, once again, and for 2025 to be released on January the 5th. So it took me like a whole week to listen to it because I wanted to form my own opinion about the album. And man, it's a whole vibe because the other during the pandemic, bro, when he dropped those 2 albums, damn, bro, we were all jamming to Bad Bunny at home, dude. It was crazy. It was awesome, dude. And I was traveling, and that's why I like to do this podcast and talk about the music, break it down, and I just give you an like analysis of like what everybody else is saying, regurgitating that opinion, but what it means to you, like what attachments you have to that music. And that's why I felt like coming on and doing an episode, midnight edition, to capture that first listen, because I hope that in the future they ask a little bit more in-depth questions. I love history. I love listening to stories. Oh, I'm on a rabbit hole with Dr. Roy Casagranda from ACC, the Austin School of, I don't know what it's called, but you've probably seen his TikToks or Instagram posts, like the little shorts and like the Coca-Cola story and all that, and like history. Dan Carlin, hardcore history. He just dropped uh, Mania for Subjugation 2, talking about Alexander the Great. And dude, Dr. Roy Casagranda with an A, I believe. Like he gets deep and he's like teaching you like the real history. And one of the things with that, it's, Dan Carlin makes this point too on hardcore history. It's like, who are the sources? Like people are writing like 1,000 years from when the accounts happen. 1,000 years ago to us, the Mongols were conquering like it's crazy how the Mongols went all the way from China. Like, dude, go watch the Netflix series Marco Polo. Dude, it's wild, dude. And like the reason why they know about Marco Polo and all that, because one, he wrote about it. But then the Mongols, the chronicle, oh, what is it called? It's not the Chronicles of the Mongols. It's the Secrets of the Mongols. It's like a book that they kept, like writing down what was happening, and that's how we know about the Mongols from their point of view. And Genghis Khan and then to Alexander the Great, like the sources, you have different sources, and like all the things that he created, like the Library of Alexandria, like conquering Egypt, like, and then going to Dr. Roy Casagranda, like history about the Persians and the Islams, like the Crusades, like, dude, I've seen like most of his videos, dude. I'm back to like 3 years, like to the pandemic or even more. And so they make this point of like, who's writing these things? Where are we getting this information from? And Dan Carlin, oh, shout out to Dan and Carlin on the subject for mania for subjugation, or and the way that like Alexander conquered like all these places, not just him, because there's so many, and how the two like combined, and the Mongols were like taking over everybody, but then they were fighting who, like, I can't remember who they were fighting. I think in Egypt, the Persians or something like that. I can't remember. The French, I think, had cannons, and they were coming, and like the stories, dude. And the Mongols were like, dude, what the heck is this? Like new technology, like things that are happening in like different parts of the world, and that creates your history. So going back to the beginning, I hope that in the future they look back and ask, like, how was it? Like for my kids, am I even recording? I am recording. Cool. For my kids to, when they ask, like, how was it? Like, this is what it felt like. And I've been watching How I Met Your Mother for like the ninth time, but not just for me, for the people, for the history books, from the sources of, hopefully this all survives and whoever's watching in the future can see the impact of what was going on. But from my point of view, man, I need to go to a Bad Bunny concert. Last year we went to a Kings of Leon concert. Sheesh, as I gotta make that video and put it out. It's a whole vibe. So like the Bad Bunny, the tour. I can't even remember what the Un Verano que Un Verano Sin Ti tour. Man, that was a whole vibe too. Like Un Verano Sin Ti, it has a whole theme, and that's why like Bad Bunny is running the music right now, and has been. But the same thing like for Drake and Kendrick, they're moving the culture, they're moving all this. So like to see the concerts, like everybody vibing to it, because it influences like your life. When you go to the club, you're bumping to Bad Bunny. Ahí andan de hediondos ahí en el club. And talking about el club, like, dude, that song, I'm about to put it on. And that was the whole point. I actually wanted to talk about that one, but from the whole political thing of like he's doing it for Puerto Rico, and he's always been writing. It's nothing new. Like it's just making a voice, and the fact that he's using that to actually bring attention to it and all that. But to each their own, bro. Like it's wild. Like, all right, this is gonna be my take, because I was thinking it's like you got to do something about it. It's not just listening to music or anything like that. I'm like, who? Well, shouldn't they make laws to change the reasons like why people are doing it? Like, because like the inflation is crazy, bro. Like it's the feeling, the emotion, the conquering, dude. All right, let's put it together to like Alexander the Great, like all the conquerors. One of the things of, oh, dude, I gotta go watch that movie too. But I'm gonna butcher. I'm gonna butcher the name. I'm gonna butcher the name. Salem, dude. Eats. Dude. I gotta look it up because that confrontation of they're taking over Jerusalem. The Muslims took over Jerusalem, and then the way like this guy treated the Jews, the Christians, like the religions, it's like, dude, like, and it's wild, man. Give me a second, because this is really important, and this is off the top, man. It's but this guy, he's like one of the greatest generals from a military history perspective. But not just like the war, because it's just history, but it's like military, and religious. Salah ad-Din, bro. And give me a second. I'm going through all this, and I should go through my history. But Salah ad-Din, that movie's played by Orlando Bloom, bro. So Thursday. Now that had to be like a long time ago. Going back, man. But you know what? Let me get back to it. Salah ad-Din, and that's coming. I am Salah ad-Din, the Kingdom of Heaven scene. Go look it up on YouTube. I am Salah ad-Din. It's like, who has like what? Or the Orlando Bloom scene. It's like they're laying siege to the city, and they're taking it over. It's like, dude, we're gonna be out of here. And the movements of like the messaging, the sending the message out there, the communication that they had, and like the traveling, and like, dude, the stories are wild of the Crusades, dude. So the Crusades, and then the Mongols kind of like come together. Well, not the Mongols, that's a whole different story. But the way Salah ad-Din traveled and was like, they were just conquering. And it's funny because I was just listening to I was watching a YouTube. Well, I was listening to it. It was in the background. But like Shein Gillis was talking about the cartels and all that, and how like Los Zetas from the Gulf. Now like it's all making sense when I'm actually like putting it together and putting it into his like historical perspective of it, like because Trump is trying to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Like it's like, we are the United States, bro. We're taking over places, dude, all over the place. Like, what's our influence across the world? But at the same time. And they're like, what are you saying? Like, hey, we're gonna make Canada the 51st state, and then renaming the Gulf of Mexico to America. Like, who's gonna stop us? Bro, we're the United States of space. But it's like, do they not realize like that we're the biggest military power in the world? Um, and it's the culture, it's the people. It's like, hey, we're gonna spend on our military budget. We're gonna ball out on that. And the Gulf of of Mexico, Los Zetas, the cartels, like they were ex special forces, the Mexican special forces, and they turned over. And but that's not the first time that that's happened. What happened back in the conquest, that like the slaves that were taken there like prisoners of war turned slaves, and then they had an option like, hey, we can either kill you or you can be our slaves, but then you can fight wars with us. It's like more manpower, and like the numbers of the armies, the armies, the men, the troops, and how they were like conquering and all that. Like, yes, I'm talking about military history, and this is the reason why you should be concerned, not concerned, but you should learn about it, because it influences your life. People, the like, they're taking over, and it's the people with the most resources. At that point, they were like, yo, we're the ones with all the weapons. Like, why are we slave warriors? Like, we can take over, bro. Like, we're the ones that they can know how to fight. And it was like some crusaders that in some battle, like, they lost and they were taking slaves, but they're crusaders, bro. One of the, who was it? Was it him? Salah ad-Din? No, or another one that his slave warrior like was drinking out of his wine canteen cup thingy, whatever they used to back in the day. And the homie was so drunk, the king, the general, the whatever, was so drunk that's like, bro, like he woke up in the middle of the night and he's like, you're drinking out of my cup? Is that my perp drink that you're drinking? He's like, I'm gonna get to you in the morning, bro. Like, vas a ver en la mañana. And he went back to sleep, and the homie killed him at night. He's like, bro, you're gonna kill me? Like, you're gonna do something to me in the morning? Like, and he took his dagger, whatever, sword thingy, and killed the dude at night while he was sleeping, because he was a crusader, bro. Like, that's the point that he made. It's like, dude, like, why, first of all, why did you tell him? And second of all, why didn't you just do it? You should have just not said anything and just handle it. But you went back to sleep, and because you're drunk, like, that's why you should take, like, be. The homie got drunk and he got killed, bro. He trusted too much, like. But anyways, these homies are taking over. That's what's going on in Mexico. Like, she's like, oh, the president of Mexico, Shia LaBeouf, whatever her name is, Sheen Boom. And I'm like, dude, there's cartels running the streets, the government, the shadow government type of thing. Like, so that's why, like, Trump is just trolling. And it's like, dude, it's, who's got the big, like, what are they gonna do? Who's got the bigger weapons? Say something. What did Cat Williams say? Like, say her name again. And see, we don't go over there, bro. But we take it for granted, the freedom, the things that we get to enjoy in the United States, until it's taken away from you. And we can see this going back to Bad Bunny. I'm at 20 minutes. Going back to Bad Bunny. Doing it for Puerto Rico, and the activism, he's got a voice, but it has to like spread out, and there has to be action. There has to be like, do something about it. Now we're aware, just don't make a video, an Instagram post so you can get likes and all that. Like, what are you doing for the people? You need to inform them, because it might happen to you. It's happening to Puerto Rico, that's like getting gentrified, and it's like, bro, like, you can feel it, dude. Living here in Austin, coming out to you live from Austin, Texas on this January 14th. I should have said that in the intro, but I didn't need to at that point. But living in Austin, dude, like, there's jokes about it, like $10 tacos, bro. You go get a taco and it's like 2 something, 3 something. Un taco, it's more than we don't even have the dollar menu at McDonald's anymore. The dollar menu. And I started working at Subway back in 2006 when they had the $5 footlong deal. You can get a Subway sandwich for $5. $5 footlong. Dude, I don't go to Subway no more. $16 for a sandwich, bro. I remember when people used to pay like $7-8. They're like, damn, dude. And then sometimes they'll get like the pastrami or the double meat. Like, I remember my first time, like, somebody's meal came out to 13. Like, they were balling out. Like, they were getting everything. And it's like, it felt bad telling somebody like $13 at that time, but they usually get like 2 sandwiches or whatever. And I thought that was a lot. And obviously but I remember like my first time when I was like 13, and because usually it was $5.45, $5.45 with the 8.25 tax. $5 times the 8.25, $5.45. And then 2 was, what is it, 10.11? 10.61 tonight? I can't remember. I don't know how to do math, but now a sandwich, now a meal, dude. McDonald's used to get something for like $8-9 the meal. Now, like, average is like $13 for a meal, and things are going up. And I think like that's one of the clips that I saw from the video of the whole Bad Bunny thing of Puerto Rico, because everybody's moving over there with money so they can't pay the taxes. Like, hey, homie, they're playing the game, dude. They're playing the game. And if you don't like it, do something about it. Elect the people that are making your laws and all that. Be informed. That's why I live in Texas, baby. Because like we demand things. We live a certain way. Because it's us. It's us. It's our way of lives. And this is what they're saying about the whole Democrats and Republicans. Dude, like, it went a little too far. Like, we're worried about how we can, we want to make money, baby. We want to make money because you got to play the game of the American dream. Cuesta dinero, dude. Salimos caros. But that's the whole thing of the United States. It's a cultural thing. We are here hustling. We're Rick Rossing it over here. Hustling, hustling, hustling. Shout out to all the road construction workers. All the construction workers, all the homies out there building the cities of tomorrow. And dude, it's a whole society. It's a cultural thing. And he starts in like the album Nueva York. And he's, dude, those jokes that you're not gonna hear an R in a Bad Bunny song. Like he's leaning into it of substituting the L for the R. Nueva York. You gotta spend a summer in New York if you want to have fun and all that. Dude, I've always wanted to live in New York for like 6 months. Like, I just want to go over there in 6 months and experience the culture and all that. They have different laws, different cultures, different things because of like the way they live, the subways and all this. It's just the city life. We just have like the little downtown. We have a different way of life, dude. And Texas is big. You got to go places. Like, so for us, it's like traveling. Our vehicles, riding on the highway, the traffic. And then like with California, dude, like what's up with all these, like you can't have like modified cars and all that. Like, sheesh, my guy. Sucks to be y'all. But like in Texas, like in Houston, bro, swinging and banging, bro, like they're crazy, bro. The takeover, it's crazy. The racing, the cars, the Coda, dude, we have the Circuit of the Americas here in Austin, like the car culture, the like all these other things. So in New York, it's different. Dude, I was watching The Penguin yesterday. I was catching up. Wild, dude. But anyways, going back. I was going to put this song. But going back to Bad Bunny. I'm going to end it 30 minutes. Because I'm tired, dude. I'm tired. I wanted to talk about the whole impact of it and Bad Bunny on the culture. Dude, this song and it glue. I want to talk a little bit more of like the genius of Bad Bunny. Because it starts like simple and short. Like there's not too many instruments and all that because he wants you to focus on the lyrics. And bro, it's Sad Boy Hour. He's talking about his ex of what is she doing, right? And then because he was dating, dude, the fact that he got to date a Victoria's Secret model, when he tells his kid, like, man, I was dating a Victoria's Secret model. I was dating a Jenner. And then it goes to the club, like, beat. Da, da. Dude, the whole thing is that, like, you could be out there partying, bro, at the club, but then you're missing her. And there's the whole psyche of it, like, you can be out there partying, but like inside you don't feel it. And so how much is that of like Puerto Rican politics, bro? He's talking about his ex. He's not talking about Puerto Rico. But there's certain songs and like the beats and all that. He's doing it for the people and all that. Like, that's him, bro. No, and he's just, but that's just one song. But then, okay, so at this point, the song goes back to like normal slow down beats. It doesn't have the club beat to it. And then it goes with the chorus, and then at the end of it, he changes the song again. And it's just strings from the guitar. This is where he starts putting the whole culture of the beat. And now more of the guitar. Well, there's two instruments playing on, and then the rhythm. And then the drums come in. Dun, 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 dun. Dude. And it's so smooth. ¿Qué estará haciendo? And then the music like stops. Stick with me. Check this out. Because there's a point to all of this. And this is how it's made. And nobody is talking about how the drums come back in. Dun, 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 dun. Going back to the beginning, how corporate is this? How pop is this? It's for the people. The thing that I have with this whole Instagram post, the issue that I have with it, it's like, bro, it's white people. And the reason why I'm saying is like, what do you guys know about us? Yeah, and there's some white people that get down with us, bro. And they might be some, but no, bro. I'm going to call it out. Because you know when people are just doing it for social media or when they actually mean it. And it's like, are they actually for the people? I don't think so. And so this song, like El Club, with the whole pop thing, like the whole club, toons, 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 beat to it. Yeah, that's for the people. But then he switched it up. It's like, yo, this is Puerto Rico. And the whole thing, like Jake Paul and the Paul brothers and all that going to Puerto Rico so they don't pay taxes. Dude, like, bro, who pays? How much did they make on the last fight? 150, 200 million dollars, bro, on a fight. Shout out to them. I'm gonna be talking smack, but shout out to them, bro, because they made that money. Hey, they made it, dude. Shout out to them. But then, because I even tweeted out, like, nah, bro, don't pander to us, because you know what you're doing. But he's playing the game. He went over there, and I don't know who else is going over there, so they don't pay federal taxes or state tax. I don't know. That's why everybody's coming to Austin or to Texas, not just to Austin, but from California and all that. Like, that's why Joe Rogan came over here, right? But then again, this is where like the state comes in. There's incentives of why, like, they're like, hey, don't pay state taxes because the money you're going to be spending on other things and all that, and it's going to come out. But it's the laws that we're writing that affects our lives, and the whole thing, like, nah, bro, we're going to be getting a lot of people moving to Texas, especially from these fires that happened recently. There's going to be a change in Texas, another wave. But I loved it. Dude, you got to keep hustling. What am I doing about it? I'm hustling to make this money, to be able to have this lifestyle. Dude, I just had some street tacos, bro, from El Tianguis on North Lamar, in El Barrio, bro, in the hood of Austin. It's North Austin, bro. North Lamar. From El Tianguis. And it was dope, bro. But again, $16 for a torta and those tacos, bro. But I'm living here in Austin, bro. You're talking about New York, Austin, California, Jerusalem, Puerto Rico. Bro, the last album, El Apagón, is talking about the blackouts, bro. The winter. Dude, it's Texas. I live in Texas. Yo. We were watching those videos from Kansas City, from Colorado. Dude, it was wild. And then also the fires, like the disaster, the weather, the temperature that changes, the climates, los apagones because of the weather. Like, dude, it's on National Geographic. It's on Hulu, I believe so. Amazon. It's called Tsunami, of what happened back in 2004. I remember I heard it on the news with my dad. I was with my dad at that time, and he explained it to me. And I was like, damn, like, because it was coming in. Go check it out, Tsunami. And why they have the earthquake, tsunami things, radar detection thingies, because of everybody that killed, the destruction that was made. And in California, dude, of what's happening, of what happened, how many people lost their lives, dude. It was like all of a sudden, like it was, and it's the worst one. And then they're talking about Hawaii, and then they're like, hey, Biden said that they're just gonna pay for everybody like 100% of everything of the recovery, and then Hawaii's like, yo, what about us? And then North Carolina's like, we're only getting 750. What happened during Katrina and all that? Like the laws that people made from the local, the state, the federal, like your government, compared to Mexico, compared to Canada, Texas versus like all the other states or whatever, like not a versus, but like compared. Because we're United States of Space, bro. Like, and the whole conquest of people. Because it's not just like with governments, like Russia's invading Ukraine, or it has invaded Ukraine, and then the whole Israel Palestine thing that's going on, and all the other things going on in the world. And we're over here like instigating, like we're gonna make Canada our 51st state when Puerto Rico is not even a state, bro. It's a territory of the United States. Like, dude. Connect all the dots however you want to. But this album is a banger. It's gonna be for 2025. It's gonna be the soundtrack of like dude. How many things can you do with like instruments, beats, like? And he's real. He's lo que me gusta del Bad Bunny. He's for the people, bro. One thing, like I love Dua Lipa, but she's not for the people. Like I don't see like there's no like connection. I feel like you can't hang out with them. As a peasant, you can't hang out with them. And as a peasant, like, you know, Bad Bunny's gonna be at the party, bro. El primo va a estar allí. And dude, I'm listening to the song again on the Ray-Bans, bro. And the drums. Cultures, bro. My partner's Brazilian, and I've been introduced to like the whole Brazilian culture and all that, and it's beautiful. The carnivals, it's not just the carnivals, but the parties that they have. They're different, bro. Just like us Mexicans, we have banda, we have mariachi, we have our culture and all that, and that's ours. And then the whole Puerto Rico thing versus Mexicans and all that, like, it's like, hey, we do that porque son los primos, bro. Like, you gotta pick on the primos porque se creen, bro. But at the same time, they're part of the United States, even though they're a territory. pero todavía son los primos. And it's nice to indulge in that culture, because it's not just him. It's all these different people, bro. Like Residente, Calle 13, Aventura, many more. Wisin y Yandel, like Daddy Yankee. Like, don't tell me you never danced with some Daddy Yankee, some Wisin y Yandel. Dude, yesterday I was bumping Aventura, bro. With my dad, listening to Aventura, saying the little sayings that they say at the clubs, bro, where you go. And the other cultures, white people. I'll say white people. And that's not just that, bro. If they get down, they get down. It's for everybody, bro. You're welcome. Like, we're not going to be gatekeeping our culture. But don't try to conquer it. Or try to. Because if you do, you did it, bro. Like Jake Paul, and not just him and all that, they're doing it. They're taking advantage of it. Hey, they're doing it. No se dejen, bro. ¿Pa qué andan llorando? No se dejen. Start making different laws. Start making up. Stand up for yourself, bro. Stand up for your block, for your city, for your state, for your territory, for your country. Like, holla at your boy, bro. That's what I'm saying. But this album, bro, I'll leave it with this. Because this is what I told my girl. I must be a time traveler and gone back from the future and give these lyrics to Bad Bunny. Because it's like, damn, bro. ¿Cómo me conoce el Bad Bunny? It's Sad Boy Hour, bro. Bad Bunny's my alter ego. Dude. El primo sabe cómo se siente. But don't we all want to feel like that? Don't we all feel like that? From relationships to life to situations. It's very interesting. So I'll end the episode with this and saying thanks to Bad Bunny for this classic album that you have given us. I appreciate it. It's banger. It has bangers. It's for the people. It's for the culture. It's for us. This is our music. This is our culture. And you're more than welcome to be part of it. Because that's who we are. We don't take advantage of people, and that's what we don't want. Hey, bro. No nos suban los precios. Pero a la misma vez, si no le gustan, váyanse al rancho, bro. Pero también en el rancho, bro, fui a comer un plato de barbacoa, bro. $18. Y las tortillas estaban frías, bro. No, la barbacoa estaba fría. $18 for a plate, bro. Eran San Marcos, bro. San Marcos, what you doing, bro? That's the whole thing, like El Paso. Hey, if you want cheap stuff, go to El Paso, bro. Or you just gotta go and make that money, dude. And spend that money. And if it, como dijo Kanye, if it ain't all about the income, let me see you go and spend some. But thank you, Bad Bunny, for this album. It's awesome. The changing of the music, the beats, the drums. But most of all, like his idea I would love to be like in the studio seeing how the process is going. I hope they make like some type of documentary, kind of like Kanye. Like Kanye was ahead of his time, bro. And those are just my thoughts about the my initial thoughts about the Bad Bunny album. Debi Tirar más fotos. Tomorrow is my 33rd birthday. It's crazy, bro. 33 years old. Ya estoy viejillo, bro. Ya estoy viejillo. No, but I feel the youngest I've ever felt. 2 more years and I'll be able to be president of the United States. But I thought it's like, I've always wanted to be like president of the United States. Cause sometimes, hey, Alexander the Great, holla at you. Don't show the shirt. Alexander the Great, holla at your boy. Look what I can do. We're going to space, bro. United States of space. Obama, that's all he gave you, bro. Obamacare. We're gonna have flying cars, smart cities. Sheesh, bro. We're gonna see that smart city, LA, smart city 2028. We're gonna move forward. But the only way that you can do that is through honesty and not letting, like, don't let other people let your, like, put your city on a siege, bro. Because they're out here to take you. Who are they? Like the bad actors, the bad, not act, like the bad actors, the people with bad intentions. It's all about honesty and your intentions. Taking advantage of people, call them out, bro. I think this is where I'm gonna start with doing all this. And it's like, what's your intention? We're talking about like the George Soros and like Bill Gates, bro. What are your intentions? Like, you got all the money, bro. Like, go to the beach, bro. Go chill out. You've already made enough money, bro. Enjoy it. Enjoy life. Why are you trying to deprive that from people? Is people want to take advantage of other people at other people's expense? Conquering things, bro. But what are your intentions? Like, why are you doing it? And why, like, bro, ¿por qué nos dejamos? ¿Por qué los dejamos? Why? It's them saying, like, we have the weapons. We can take over. We can charge $10 for a taco, bro. ¿Y por qué pagamos, bro? This is the beginning of the 2025 Fine Tooth Comb Podcast Chronicle. Go study your history. Go check out those dudes that I talked about. Go check out Bad Bunny's new album. It's a whole vibe. Go bump that in your car, on your headphones, at the club. It's awesome, dude. I'm going to go to sleep. And that's my initial thoughts. Thank you.